Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be telling you about products that you shouldn't buy because you're getting fooled by them. So there's this term greenwashing, and essentially what it is when companies misinform their consumers about products by saying that they're environmentally friendly or sustainable or in some way better for the earth than the alternatives. There's this thing called the 7 sins, and I'll pop it up right here. And basically, it's the different ways that companies use greenwashing and the tactics they use to make consumers believe that what they're buying is better because the environmentally friendly market is huge, and even in the economic downturns, it's consistent with demands for the products that are in that market. So today I'm going to be going through a few products that I think you should be aware of that you should not be buying because of their use of the greenwashing tactic. And by the way, when I mean products, I mean companies, because if a product is doing it, most likely the whole company is doing it. So the first company that I have listed is Love, Beauty, and Planet, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of ads for them lately. At least I have. They're like popping up on my Snapchat and Instagram because it's fairly new, and I hope you've realized that it kind of came out of nowhere. It wasn't like a small startup company that was truly like natural and doing the good thing. It just kind of popped up and showed on shelves in Target and CVS, and that is because it is a smaller company with the parent company Unilever. Unilever is a huge company. It has multiple different brands that it controls, and because of this, it's one of the top contributors to plastic pollution in the world. When you have a company that's launching a brand that's all about the planet and about being good to the planet and being good to your body, when it's actually contributing more plastic than any other companies, it kind of gets you wondering, like, how actually good is this product, you know? Their website, there's also no transparency, and that'll be a common theme throughout all these companies, is that they show not enough or not even anything about how they are being good to the planet on their websites. They just kind of say it, and that's that. So the next company that I have to share is actually a cleaning company, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of it, and you probably might be a little bit surprised by it. But this company is called 7th Generation, and it has organic looking packaging, and even the name has that organic feel, that good for the earth feel. And so obviously their products claim to be good for the planet, good for your home, and free of those really harsh chemicals and things like that. In reality, this company is also owned by Unilever, and it's contributing to a lot of plastic waste in our oceans and all over our planet. Although it is better than most, it is still not there, and I don't think it's worth it to buy these products over other things. Unilever, it contributes to a lot of child labor, and although that's not exactly about how the planet is green, it's just very unethical, and unethical companies tend to be unethical all around. So how much trust can you put into a company that they're doing good for the earth when they're not doing good for the people, especially children? The next brand I have is Everspray, and it is also a cleaning company that has been launched by Target, and along with 7th Generation, they have cleaning supplies for every part of the house. 1 or 2 products can cover the whole house. So when you're making products that are so specific, that use up more plastic in their packaging and also come with chemicals that may be better but not good enough for the environment, you kind of question how much they really care about making the earth healthier. In fact, when you read the ingredients list online, a lot of the ingredients that they use are toxic to aquatic life, which when you're using things like cleaning, and they go into our water system and into our oceans. So when a product that is claiming to be green and these great things for the earth, when really their ingredients are toxic, that is completely fooling the customer, and it's incredibly disgusting. So one of the biggest claims they have is that the materials that they use are biodegradable. and natural. And fun fact, these two words by law have no definition, no set definition. So essentially, the government has not set up any standards or regulations for how and when these words can be used to make sure that they are actually staying true to their word. So any company using any materials, doing any harm, can use these words, and it'll just fool the customer, because when you think biodegradable and when you think natural, you think good things, when in reality it might not be. So the next brand I'm going to be talking about is actually really interesting. At least I have never heard of this kind of a product. Basically what it is a biodegradable K-cup pod. It's the thing that you put in your Keurig or your Nespresso or whatever kind of pod using coffee maker you have. So there's this brand, Kawaii Coffee, and they advertise with their biodegradable coffee K-cup. And I'll show you a picture right here. You can kind of see how it's looks a little bit funky, has kind of like a filter to it instead of the plastic. And so they claim that it's biodegradable. Essentially what happened is when the BPI, the Biodegradable Product Institute, took a look at these products, they found that, yeah, they could be degraded, but only in industrial type facilities. So you can't just throw them out and have them degrade. Like, it won't happen. You need industrial grade, and these places are far and uncommon, so most people are just going to throw them right into the trash just like any other thing, and the whole purpose of it is kind of stupid. So if you are interested in this kind of a product, because I know a lot of people have these Keurig type machines and it's super easy and it's super simple and they use it every day, there is a company called Pod and Parcel that also has the same concept, but it's not greenwashed. It's actually true. You do actually have a biodegradable and compostable product that you don't need to take to an industrial facility to have it do what it says it will do. So going back to kind of the beauty side, there's another company that's called OGX, and most people call it organics. I'm sure when you see the picture you'll know what it is, but it's basically shampoos and conditioners and hair treatments that are supposed to be organic, because literally the brand name says so, or at least it insinuates so. In reality, you guessed it, it's being greenwashed. Like the other products, there's no transparency. On the website, they don't even outline their full ingredients list, so you don't truly know what's going in here. And when a company does such a thing, it's kind of questionable. I mean, it's really questionable, because if you're not sharing it, it means there's something you don't want people to know. And usually when you don't want someone to know something, it's bad. So the final product that I have to share is the Charmin Fresh Meat Flushable Wipes. These wipes were supposed to be flushable, and they dissolve or they degrade somehow, and they don't hurt the sewage and they don't hurt the animal life, and like, they're all good, right? Wastewater companies found is that they don't actually do that. They hold up the water and they clog the sewage systems, and they actually cause a greater problem than not having them would have. So a lawsuit was filed because of this, and the parent company of Charmin was required to put a message on the packaging saying that it's only to be used in well-maintained facilities. So it's not doing it through the hole. It's not even doing that much for the better percent of sewer systems, or whatever that's called. And so it's not green, it's not good, and it's being greenwashed. That concludes my video of 8 companies that are greenwashing you and don't actually live up to what they're saying they're doing for the environment. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think it's really important for people to know that they're being fooled and that these scams do exist. Because when you're trying to be a green consumer, and you're buying these products that are misleading you, you're doing the opposite of what you want to do, and you're doing the opposite of what you know needs to be done to keep this place happy and healthy. Just because someone calls out these products for what they really are doesn't mean the companies are going to change anything they're doing. They're so big and they're so powerful and they're so greedy that they don't really care whether you think that they're being bad when the general consumer base doesn't. But if more informed consumers enter the market and they know that these products aren't truthful, they won't buy them and then there won't be a market for them because they're not getting the revenue that they need or expect from them. Basically, what I'm saying is that you're the solution. Being informed and green consumers is the best thing that you can do to help our world and to make these companies actually change and give them the demand to be a little better to the earth with their regulations and their practices.